You're ready to buy a home, but now what? What's the first step we need to do? Hang tight and I'll let you know. Hey, my name is Lisa Allen. I am a local real estate agent here in Winston-Salem and the Piedmont Triad area, here to help bring you some value and education on the home buying process and help you walk through the steps to make it a great process for you and your family. If you have any questions or comments, please comment below, and please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I hope you get some value from our videos. I've done a great Zoom call with a good lender friend of mine, Melanie Troutman with Atlantic Bay Mortgage, and she's here to answer a few of the questions about lending. And the first one is always, when do you need to start the lending process? As a realtor, that's really the first thing we need to do, because we need to know what you qualify for, what type of loan you qualify for. There's different like conventional FHA, VA, USDA. Some homes qualify for all of those, some homes don't. So if we qualify for a VA loan, but the house doesn't qualify for that, then we need to know that up front before we go to look at houses in that loan type. So here's a little bit for Melanie.
Melanie, when do you think clients should really start with their pre-approval process?
It is never too soon. Even if you say next year, or I want to look into buying a house in a year or two, go ahead and talk to a lender. I know I don't do a hard credit pull. I do a soft pull just to give an idea, give me and give you an idea of the credit situation. You may be following it on Credit Karma, but that is not correct. You're not right. I can do a true credit pull and help you make a plan. If we need to do some work on it, I can help you do that. If everything's great, it may be time to go ahead and purchase. With the down payment assistance programs, you don't have to save 20% like everyone tells you. You only need 3 to 5%. And if you use the down payment assistance, you may not need anything. So it's worth calling a lender. It takes 15 minutes. If you don't want to call, I have an online site. You can do it in your leisure time.
Other concerns I get from my buyers is that I need to pay off all my credit card bills before I can talk to a lender. That is not necessarily the case at all, and that's where it's important to talk to a professional, that they can tell you in their experience, yes, you should pay this off. No, don't worry about paying that off. There's a difference between medical bills versus auto bills and things like that, and they have the experience to be able to let you know what you need to do, what kind of time frame things need to be done in. And when they're pulling your credit score or doing a soft or hard pull, let them know everything. Please don't hold anything back from the lenders. There are just terrible stories that we've gone through where people weren't upfront because, as Melanie will explain, in the middle of the lending process, they will do a deeper dive into your credit. And sometimes things are found that you thought, oh, they'll never know about that. But unfortunately, they will, and it can hurt the home buying process. So let's just see what she has to say about that.
I would rather advise them on what they need to pay off. It's not going to affect their credit score, but I've done this for a while, and I'm pretty good at helping people with their credit. I don't send them to credit repair companies unless it's just out of my control. But there's always a plan that we can work on. It may be 3 to 6 months. It may be next week. But before you pay off things, or before you do anything, speak to a lender.
Right.
Because some collections we don't have to look at. If you have collections, sometimes you just need to pay down the balance of a credit card, and that will make a huge difference on your credit score.
And I think the most important thing probably is to just show that you're regularly making payments on your debt.
Don't skip any. Medical collections can be worked out. There's a way of doing that. Utility collections are really tough. So you probably will have to spend hours on the phone with utility companies trying to help with that. But call a lender.
Yeah, that's the first thing I tell my clients every time is, I want to work with you and I want to get you a great house, but you have to talk to a lender first. And I always recommend, obviously, local lenders, because you guys are available to answer the phone at 7 o'clock at night. I'm sorry for calling you at 7 o'clock at night, but you're going to answer the phone and you're not just a file sitting on a desk somewhere Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. That's why we always recommend local lenders. Because I've got Melanie's cell phone number and she'll pick up when we need her.
you see, there are good reasons to use local lenders. Like I said, we can call them at any time of the day or night, and normally they're going to answer the phone and pick up for us.
Right.
But the other thing about a local lender, at least for me, I know every neighborhood. I watch the market every day just for my customers as a backup to their realtor and just real estate curiosity. So
Yeah.
when someone asks, they can't ask you about schools. They can't ask you things, but I can talk to them about it. I've been through there at night when I don't want to.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
I think having two local people involved really helps them feel comfortable. It would make me feel comfortable.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Things to do while you're under contract. We get the call, congratulations, you got the house, hot dog, let's go. I'll take care of all the behind the scenes stuff, like with the inspections and attorneys and everything like that. But what you have to do to protect your credit is don't buy anything, don't take out any new credit card accounts. Don't get married. I know it's weird, but it'll affect it. So let's just wait till after you're closed on the house. Don't miss any payments. Don't, like I said, take out anything new. Have somebody buy a lot of furniture 2 days before closing on a new credit card for furniture, and it just tanked their credit score and really hurt their closing. So I always tell people just stay home for 30 to 45 days, however long it takes, and please don't do anything that will affect your credit.
Right.
To start, I tell people to tell you what they feel comfortable with the monthly payment being, and then you can kind of back things into that too, to know what price range we need to look at.
That to me is one of the most important questions, because
Okay.
you may qualify for a $2 million house, but you want your payment to be something reasonable.
Right.
And a lot of people ask this, the difference between a pre-qualification and a pre-approval. You could do a pre-qualification. You could just do the math saying, well, you make this much, you spend this much, this is how much is left over for housing. So but that's a pre-approval. We've reviewed credit, we've reviewed pay stubs, bank statements, W-2s, and we've given all that information to a very smart computer, and it spits it out and says approved eligible or approved ineligible. And that's usually something finances or not enough money, but it's a good indication of the approval success of that loan.
Right.
If it approves eligible through an automated system, we just have to verify all that with documentation. And then an underwriter, who is the person who makes that decision, reviews it and puts her stamp of approval. And
I always tell my clients, be ready to have all your documentation up front, like bank statements and W-2s and all that stuff. And you're going to need them again a week before closing. They're going to need to re-verify that you still have a job, you still have this much money and stuff like that. So just know that you're going to need them up front, and a week before closing, you're going to need to do it all over again.
well, we just have to update pay stubs and bank statements.
Yeah.
And during the process, there is a second credit pull. It's a deep fraud alert, and it will pull up stuff that's not showing on the credit report. And it doesn't happen often, but sometimes we'll find something.
A couple other tidbits about lending is things have changed over the years. I know it's great to get advice from friends and family that have been there, done that. But like Melanie says, things have changed over the years, processes and guidelines and everything. So listen to your local lender, listen to your local realtor. They only have your best interest at heart. And if we need to talk to dad or mom or Uncle Joe that, this is the way mortgage lending is done, or this is the way real estate is done right now, then we'll be glad to. And we do help them see that, oh yeah, things are a little bit different now. And because we're just here to help you and get you into a house.
The other thing about first-time home buyers, especially, a lot of younger buyers are getting advice from their parents or grandparents. Things are changed since those people bought houses.
Yeah.
And when you have buyers bring their extended family for inspections, it just makes it so complicated. But when it comes to the loan, they need to listen to me. They can listen to their parents or bring their parents with them if we meet in person.
Yeah.
Because things have changed, and they're, as you know, it's changing every single day. And
Yeah.
Melanie, do you have anything to say about down payment assistance programs?
is, but there's also down payment assistance programs through Forsyth, Davidson, and Guilford County.
Yeah.
I have one right now. She's getting $70,000.
Oh,
I know, I want that, but you have to go through their system and their program.
sure.
And if you qualify, it's income capped
Mhm.
and it's purchase price capped, but that's a big chunk of money to put
Yeah.
towards a house.
Wow. That's amazing.
So people shouldn't give up just because they don't have the money.
Yeah. We'll do another video another time on down payment assistance programs, but thank you so much, Melanie, for all your information.
welcome.
And
It was fun.
look forward to working with you and getting some deals done.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Bye.
So I hope this video helped you and gave you some guidance and things you need to do as far as lending. First things first is lending. Second, be upfront and honest in everything that you tell your lender, because things do come out in the process and that could really hurt your buying and maybe not even get you the house that you put a deposit down on. So always be upfront. The lender's on your side. They want to close the house just like your realtor wants to close the house, just like especially you want to close your house, and that's what we're here to help you do. So if we can help you with any questions or get you started with the process, please let us know. Our information is below, and be sure to comment if you have any questions, and please don't forget to like and larger audience and help more people. Thank you, and I hope you have a wonderful day.